considering the graph of y equals -2 cos of pi over 2x plus pi plus 3. Let us first label all of our aspects of our equation. The -2 will tell us the vertical stretch factor and the amplitude. Pi over 2 will tell us the horizontal stretch factor and will give us insight to the period. The pi is telling us about the horizontal phase shift, and the plus 3 on the outside will be telling us about the vertical phase shift. Let's solve for the amplitude. We know that the amplitude is the absolute value of -2, which is equal to 2 and is greater than 1, and so we have a vertical stretch. The period is 2 pi over absolute value of our b value, which is 2 pi over absolute value pi over 2, which is equal to 4. Pi over 2 is greater than 1, and so we have a horizontal compression. Our horizontal phase shift is defined by c over b, which is -pi over pi over 2 in this case, and this gives us -2, so we have 2 units shift to the left. Our vertical shift is r3, and so we are moving 3 units up. Given our vertical shift, we know that our midpoint line lies at y equals 3. Since our amplitude is 2, we know that our y values cannot exceed 5 and cannot be below 1. Let's solve for our y-intercept, which we do by substituting x equals 0 into our equation, and we get 5. In order to plot the rest of our points, we simply add a quarter of our period, so a value of 1, to each x value. And knowing the nature of sinusoidal functions, we know that the following points will be on the midpoint line, at the minimum point, then going back to the midpoint line, and then going back to our value of y equals 5. This can also be confirmed if we substitute our x values of 1, 2, 3, and 4 into our equation. After drawing out all of these points, we see that we do have our period of 4. Then we connect the lines in order to create our sinusoidal function shape. When asked to graph a sinusoidal function, we are usually asked to only draw one period, although it is good practice to draw a little bit more and a little bit less on either sides, so we know how the graph will continue to look like. For more information on how to draw graphs of sinusoidal functions, please refer to our library guide page on trigonometric functions.